Hello everyone, welcome back to the weekly Forex analysis. Let's get going and start off with the DXY. And as you may already be aware, we had NFP news on Friday and the result was worse than expected. So as you can see, DXY continued to drop, almost took out this low, and now is trying to push back up again and continue this consolidation that we were expecting last week. And as you can see by the drawings on the screen, last week we were expecting the price to drop and then push back up, creating a three-wave corrective pattern here inside this area. But the news event pushed the price lower than we expected. The analysis still stands. So what next for DXY? I want to see next week a breakout of this level, create a local chuck, and then if we get the breakout and the candle close above, I want to see a pullback before the price will resume its correction. So our target for next week is this level. We want to see the price creating a high here, and then if this moves, then basically it will confirm the local uptrend, the correction that we expect to happen on the DXY, because like I was saying in the previous analysis video, because of this wave going strong towards the downside, we have to see a bigger consolidation, at least something similar to this one that we have here. So now the price is starting to create something. So this is my expectation in the coming week for DXY. Wait for this chuck to be created, wait for a pullback, and then one more move towards the upside. For Euro USD, we were expecting last week the price to make a consolidation, then drop one more time, hitting this core zone that we have. This is a spot where there was plenty of liquidity left behind from the previous consolidation, and then the price pushed back up, creating new higher high, liquidity sweep, and then it started to drop, forming this pullback. So as things stand, the NFP news event pushed the price higher than expected. So we got the reaction from this area after we collected the liquidity. The price action was messy. We didn't have a setup for the upside, but as you can see, the price hit here a resistance area where there was plenty of liquidity, and then it started to push back down. So this means that in the coming week we should see here a consolidation. If this happens, if you see the price action ranging, then the price will drop one more time, creating a lower low here, and this will become a complex pullback for this whole uptrend that we had previously. So keep an eye out on this possibility. Moving on to Pound USD. For Pound USD last week, we were expecting the price to continue to drop because of this strong impulse that we had towards the upside. We were expecting a deeper pullback, possibly towards the 50% Fibonacci level or the 62 inside this area. And as you can see, the price dropped one more time, took out this low, created a new lower low, then started to correct until the NFP news came and hit this supply level. So as you can see, this supply area was holding very good here. So afterwards, the price dropped, creating this sharp wave down. And now what we want to see is a consolidation, a pullback, and then another drop to take out the previous low, creating a new lower low and potentially hitting our Fibonacci level. If not, this could be enough for the price to go back up, but we have to wait for a reaction. So keep an eye out on this possibility. Like I was saying, if the price action is ranging, wait for another drop, take out this lower low, and then very important to watch the price action. If it's correcting again, then that means that will drop one more time. So we have to take it step by step. Okay, for dollar yen, we were expecting last week the price to start pushing back up, but first I said that we have to wait for this chuck to occur. We didn't, we just tagged this area and we didn't have any candle close above, so this wasn't valid. You shouldn't have bought it, because I was saying to wait for a breakout, pullback, and if that happens, only if this happens, you should go for this trade, having this as a target. So as you can see, the price continued to drop, and now it's very important to let it be. I don't see any setup for the yen pairs in the coming week. What I can say to you is that if you see the price correcting, if the price action is ranging, then there's a likelihood that the price will drop again, take out this previous low, and only after that, if we see this liquidity sweep here and then the price will create a chalk along the way, then this will be our trade towards the upside. Other than that, I won't be interested in any trades. So let's move on to dollar CAD. Last week we were expecting the price to push up to one of these two levels because there's a lot of liquidity left behind from this bearish impulse that we have, and the price needed to pull back for this down wave to be confirmed. So we had these two areas that we highlighted here for you guys, and as you can see, the price corrected and now it's on its way to hit the target. And in the coming week, I'm expecting this scenario to continue as well. Wait for a consolidation, one more move up, maybe another consolidation, and then I'm thinking that there's a very good chance that we'll hit this target in the coming week. So keep an eye out on this possibility, because this pair needs to correct here, at least if you want to go down one more time. So we have to take it step by step. If we'll reach this level sooner than expected, I want you guys to watch the price action, because if there's a correction underneath or along the way, then most likely the price will continue to push back up. If you see a reaction at this level, a bearish reaction followed by a pullback, then this will drop one more time at least, having the potential to take out this low again. So keep in mind these two scenarios that I highlighted. Focus on this up move. If you get here a pullback, then this is a good opportunity for you guys to buy it. Don't risk big, manage your trade, and hopefully next week you'll get some nice profits. Pound yen, as you can see, the price is dropping from the start of July. We didn't have any big corrections. We only had small ones here on the 4-hour time frame. So this is a 5-wave structure, as you can see, and now the price is consolidating. This is similar to what I was trying to say to you guys for USDCAD and also for pound USD. This being a strong impulse, at some point it has to correct on the bigger time frame and give you a deeper pullback. This basically is a daily correction that we are in right now. So now let's focus on the last part of the move. We started this consolidation, then the price started to move slowly here without any momentum. We had a trend line, created a new higher high, then the price dropped, created this shock, and now it's looking like it's continuing to go down a bit more. So wait here for a pullback. If you get this pullback, the price will drop one more time at least. If not, it will also break this low, but we have a long road ahead until that happens. So focus on the next move, which is a corrective price action. If you see this, then most likely the price will drop. This could also become a deeper pullback drop because pound yen is well known for this type of structures. So if you see this happening, then the price will drop one more time. If not, if you see a sharp wave up followed by a correction, then this will continue its way up, making this correction even more complex than it is right now. So keep in mind these two scenarios. For gold, last week we were expecting the price to finish this consolidation and then drop one more time, taking out this low. We just came a few pips close to our target, then the price started to reverse. And when we did our midweek analysis on Wednesday, I was stating that the price might correct here, might be making a small pullback and then drop again. But as you can see, it made a deeper correction, hit this supply area and then dropped one more time. Now what I'm expecting in the coming week is another consolidation. So very important to wait for this pullback if it occurs. So if the price action is ranging, then the price will drop one more time, taking out this low and breaking out from this whole range that we have here, which will be a good indication that the momentum will continue for the short term towards the downside. For silver, this was an amazing setup. We had more than 100 pips towards the downside. As you can see, 125 pips, the price dropped. We were expecting last week a consolidation, a drop, hit this level, collect the liquidity, and then I was saying that it's very important to wait for the price action to see what's the next move. And as you can see, the price pushed back up, creating this pullback, hit this fair value gap area, and then it started to reverse. We didn't get any setup from here. It was a bit risky to take this trade on because it was also the NFP news event that pushed the price down. So next move for silver, consolidation. Wait for the price to give you a consolidation and then we're gonna drop one more time, taking out this low, creating a new lower low inside this pattern, making it a bit more complex than expected. We also have a trend line along the way, so keep an eye out on this trend line as well, because if the manipulation will continue in the first days of the week, you will see the price going towards this trend line, and if you don't get the breakout, then this will drop from here to take out this low. If you get a breakout followed by consolidation, then this will continue towards the upside, creating a bigger degree break of structure here. So watch out for these two possibilities, but personally I'm inclining towards the consolidation and one more drop. For US oil, last week we were expecting the price to give us a bullish reaction, but as you can see, we only have a few small candles, so this wasn't enough for us. Remember that on the bigger time frame we are in an uptrend, so this here is only a correction, a bigger degree correction for the daily time frame and the weekly, so don't freak out because this at some point will end and head back up. Right now, if we zoom into the last part that we have, you can see that the price dropped, took out the previous low, created a lower low, and now it looks like it created a liquidity sweep here. We had this consolidation, then the price dropped again, took out the low. What I would like to see here is the price breaking this area, creating a chalk, so that means that we have to let it push a bit upwards, pull back to a point of interest, and then if you get a reaction, then this will continue towards the upside. Other than that, we can still be heading down. Don't forget that this is a bigger degree correction, and if it's a weekly correction, then this might drop a bit from here before resuming the uptrend. So even if this drops, you want to see the price losing momentum, corrections, lower lows, small corrections, lower lows, which is a good indication that it will create an ending pattern here before pushing back up and resuming the bigger trend on the bigger time frame. Okay, so don't forget, the expectation is that we want to see first a breakout of this area, pullback, and then we'll be looking for this bullish wave that will respect the bigger time frame trend. Okay, moving on to S&P. Last week we were expecting two scenarios. I was saying that if we break and create a new higher high here and the price will pull back afterwards, if the price action will be corrective, then the likelihood is that will continue to go up. But also the second scenario was that we might get a drop to collect the liquidity from this gap that we had highlighted. So as you can see, the price dropped, filling up this gap area, and now The next step for S&P, from what I can see, is that the price will consolidate and then push back down one more time, having the potential to take out the previous low, creating a lower low, and this will be a bigger degree correction. Okay, so I'm expecting the indices and the stock market to continue the downtrend at least in the first days of the coming weeks, so keep an eye out on this possibility. For NASDAQ, last week we were expecting the price to give us a breakout of this trend line followed by consolidation and then a new push up, breaking this level, creating a higher high. But as you can see, the price made here a consolidation, dropped, and this is a confirmation that short term the trend will continue to be bearish, and our perspective has changed in the last few days. So I'm expecting here a pullback and one more drop, create a new lower low, having the potential to take out this low similar to the S&P. Bitcoin, we were expecting last week the price to drop towards this liquidity level. We had this order block with this fair value gap highlighted, so we expected the price to give us a reaction when it reaches this level to make a better understanding if the price will continue to drop or if it will push back up. And as you can see, after the price tapped this area, we had an attempt to push back up, but we didn't create a chuck, so this wasn't any confirmation, even though we had a few green candles. So as you can see, afterwards the price continued to drop, breaking this area, creating a new lower low, and in the coming week I'm expecting here the price to consolidate, drop one more time, having the potential to take out this previous level and create a new lower low. So that should be all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel. And if you have any other requests for any other instruments that you'd like us to cover, head over in the comment section below, leave us your pair and we'll add them to our watch list. In the meantime, don't forget to trade with care. I wish all of you a happy trading week ahead, and we'll see you guys on the next one.